history.
We'll have Steve and Daphne, please.
Steve and Daphne playing history. OK, then, Steve, you know where to go. Could I ask you both, please, to make your way to the question room? OK, Steve, if you win this, that'll even it up in the final round for the all sorts. Would you like to go first or second?
I'd like to go second. Ladies first, please.
Daphne, your question, then. It's history. The American Civil War was fought between the North and an alliance of states known by what name? Coalition, communion, or confederacy?
That was a confederacy.
Chris, you still got the currency, haven't you?
Yeah, you can't cash them anywhere.
It's the right answer, yes, the confederacy. OK, Steve, first question for you, then. Elected to go second. The name of which historical people is thought to translate as one who lurks in a bay or pirate? Is it Normans, Goths, or Vikings?
The closest association I can think of, it may have been lurkers and pirates, would be the Vikings. So, just on that reason alone, which is not very intelligent, I'll go for Vikings.
Yeah, I think that's the reason. I mean, they're the most seaborn, aren't they, of that lot? It's the right answer. Well done. Back to you, Daphne. Who did Percy Shelley describe as an old, mad, blind, despised and dying king? George III, William IV, or Edward VII?
Well, Shelley died in 1822, so the only one that fits is George III.
The advantage of being an egghead, and the dates of your poets and the dates of your kings, you put the two together, and it's quite simple. George III is the answer. You probably knew the quotation as well. 2 to you. Back to you, Steve. Adlertag, or Eagle Day, in 1940, signalled the start of what? The Phoney War, the German invasion of Russia, or the Battle of Britain?
Well, I'm hoping my dates will be correct, because I think... Oh, the Battle of Britain, I think, was later, 40...
So it's... I'll just... Adlertag or Eagle Day, A-D-L-E-R-T-A-G, or Eagle Day. The start of what, in 1940?
I'm trying to think of the year that the German invasion of Russia was. It sounds about that year, so I'm going to go for the German invasion of Russia.
OK, German invasion of Russia, Eagle Day, in German Adlertag. That was a little bit later, that was a year later. It's the Battle of Britain, and the eagle perhaps might have been a little bit of a clue there. OK, so it means, Daphne, you can win it if you get this. In 9 AD, 3 Roman legions were massacred in a significant battle in which modern-day country, a defeat that did much to halt the expansion of the Roman Empire. Was it Spain, Germany, or Syria?
Gosh, I got no idea. Let's think about it. 9 AD. I'm going to have a good guess at Germany.
Instinct? Educated guess?
I'm hoping it's an educated guess.
Same as Kevin. It's the right answer. Yes, Germany is correct. 3 Roman legions massacred in what became modern-day Germany, which means you're through to the final round, Daphne. Bad luck, Steve. These eggheads really on form today. Would you both please come back and join your teams? Well, after some hard-fought head-to-heads, we've reached the point we've been playing towards. It's time now for the final round, which, as always, is general knowledge. But I'm afraid those of you who lost those head-to-heads won't be allowed to take part in this round. So, Peter, Steve and Jed from the All Sorts and Chris from the Eggheads, would you all leave the studio now, please? So, Sam and Brian, you're playing to win the All Sorts £21,000. Judith, Kevin, CJ and Daphne, you're playing for something which money can't buy, the Egghead's reputation. As usual, I'll ask each team 3 questions in turn. This time the questions are all general knowledge, just to confirm that for you, and All Sorts you are allowed to confer in this round. So the question is, All Sorts, are your 2 brains better than the Egghead's 4? And Sam and Brian, do you want to go first or perhaps second?
go first, is it?
Yes,
Get-
I think we ought to go first, yes.
Get the first one in
Yes.
then. Okay. We'll go first, Dermot, please.
Okay, good luck with it. Decided to go first. It's general knowledge. Here we go. First question. What term is used to describe an allowance for daily expenses, such as that given to actors on location? Is it ad hoc, sub rosa, or per diem?
Ad hoc means...
Ad hoc is something that you think in the ad hoc,
Just
isn't it?
on the spur of the
Moment.
Something like that.
That's
Yeah,
right.
what was it?
The sub rosa. Never heard of that. I don't think it's sub rosa.
No, I think...
Per diem?
It's a guess, isn't it?
That's about the only option
Yes,
we got,
okay.
haven't we? So ad hoc doesn't sound per diem, day, per diem.
I think it's that or Sembro says you've got to choose between the two, 50-50.
Per diem?
Yes, go on, your captain.
Per diem, please.
Per diem. A good long think about that. Why did you go for per diem?
Ad hoc, do things ad hoc. Sub rosa, never heard of it, to tell you the truth.
No, it was a pure guess.
Per day, diem, day.
Yep, daily allowance,
Daily
yep.
allowance, so per
That's
diem.
it. It's the right answer.
Yes.
And if you keep going like that, your per diem will be £21,000. And sub rosa, the guys there just wondering what that meant?
Secretly,
In
so
secrecy.
behind closed doors, in secret.
They used
It's
to have
literally
a
under the
rose
rose.
on the
Under
sleeve.
the rose.
Yeah.
Committees like the Star Chamber used to meet in Tudor times, let's say, to discuss state matters, who was going to have the head chopped off next, that kind of thing. And they had an ornate ceiling with the design of the Tudor rose.
Tudor rose. So it's behind closed doors.
Yeah, so that's what it's secretly.
That might come in useful for another quiz.
Absolutely.
Sub rosa, but the answer, of course, per diem there puts you into the lead. Eggheads, first question for you then. Dogfight is a term especially used to describe combat between what? Tanks, fighter planes, or submarines? Dogfight is a term especially used to describe combat between what?
Yeah, there was an awful lot that went on in the Battle of Britain, wasn't there? That would be fighter planes.
Fighter planes is correct. Yes, Eggheads, one to you. OK, all sorts. In October 2007, it was announced that which country will host the 2014 FIFA World Cup? South Africa, Brazil, or China? In October 2007, it was announced that which country will host the 2014 FIFA World Cup?
FIFA World Cup.
2014, I think.
Yeah,
The next
20
one's in South Africa, isn't it?
2010 is South Africa.
Yeah.
Brazil or China. Didn't this... No,
I think it's China.
we got,
Some things tells me it's China.
we've got the Olympics in China, haven't we, this year? 2012. Didn't they say they were going to give it to South America because it hasn't been in South America for a while? What do you reckon? Go for Brazil?
I'd go for Brazil then. Yeah.
Brazil then.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's a long time since they've held it there. And they won it 3 times, haven't they? 4 times.
Dermot, hopefully with the process of elimination, we think South Africa is 2010, Olympics in China.
We may be nuts, but we're over Brazil.
Oh, I like it. We had a question about that not so long ago. Charlie's aunt. Which country will host the 2014 FIFA World Cup was the question. I think South Africa hosting it in 2010. China got the Olympics in 2008. And Brazil is the answer. You worked it out very well. Two to you then. Eggheads. Caisson disease is another name for which condition? Amnesia, the bends, or bleeding gums? Caisson disease is another name for which condition?
Spelling, just in case. I think there are places called Caisson. So that's C-A-I-S-S-O-N.
C-A-I-S-S-O-N, correct. Caisson disease is another name for which condition?
That's the bends, Dermot. Lots of little nitrogen bubbles.
Which divers get if they come up too quickly to the surface. The bends is correct, Eggheads. 2 to you. OK, back to you all sorts. Well, really, really good starts. Who knows, this could clinch it. Sir Edwin Lutyens is particularly associated with the urban planning of which Indian city? Is it Mumbai, Chandigarh, or New Delhi?
Now, if it's going to be urban planning, it's got to be a big city, hasn't it?
Well, I would have thought, yes, if
So-
they've got, like, sort of sewage problems
Problems
and
also
things
there.
like that, you know, and,
So you've got Bombay and you've got New Delhi. They are the 2 biggest cities, and I don't think Chandigarh is that big.
I would go for New Delhi. It's new, right? It's a new city. It's a new So it's a new project, isn't it? That's my thing.
So we go for New
what
Delhi?
what is it?
We haven't got a clue there, but I think Mumbai is big, New Delhi is big. We'll go with Brian.
Toss a coin. Go.
We go for New Delhi.
New Delhi.
New Delhi, Dermot, please.
That was a virtual coin.
Yeah,
You're
New
going to
Delhi.
go for New Delhi anyway. And that's the reason why. It's the right answer. Yes! You've been really good at working them out. Just, you know, little inkling again. And the Eggheads can even it up if they get their third question correct. What type of creature is Ming? Discovered in 2007 and thought to be more than 400 years old, making it the oldest known living animal. Is it a coelacanth, a tortoise or a clam? What type of creature is Ming? Discovered in 2007 and thought to be more than 400 years old, making it the oldest known living animal.
Yeah, we all saw the story. It's a clam.
Ming the clam.
Yep.
Isn't it sad? They killed it to find out how old
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah, that's a bit off, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it is off.
But did they
Perhaps that's
only
why-
find it's 400 years old after they brought
After
it?
they brought it up and
they
killed
brought
it, yeah.
Yes.
Could they find that out if it had been
It
still
wasn't
on the
getting any
seabed?
interviews. It clammed up.
Goodness gracious me. Ming is a clam. It's the right answer, Eggheads. So after 3 questions each, it's all square. We go to sudden death for the first time in the game, all sorts. Off we go then with sudden death. Bernard Cribbins made 111 appearances on which long-running children's television show? Bernard Cribbins made 111 appearances on which long-running children's TV show?
Do you know what? I know the name of the show, but I can't think of
What was
it.
it about?
Kiddie show.
What was it like?
Can you think of any kiddie shows? Because I can.
We're going to guess it's under.
Yeah, go on.
We'll guess it.
We haven't got
no,
a
we won't
clue,
guess it.
Bernard. Bernard.
Other questions about Bernard?
Blue Peter.
Okay. Blue Peter is your answer, which taking Blue Peter. 111 appearances on, I think you might start kicking yourself. Blue Peter's incorrect. It's Jackanory. Jackanory. Jackanory was the children's television show in question there. Okay, Egghead, you can win it then if you get this. What name, taken from the Turkish word for appetizer, is given to a selection of hot and cold hors d'oeuvre in a Greek restaurant? What name, taken from the Turkish word for appetizer, is given to a selection of hot and cold hors d'oeuvre in a Greek restaurant?
That's a metse, Dermot.
Metse, which is kind of all sorts of stuff, isn't it?
All sorts.
All sorts, exactly.
It is the right answer, Eggheads. You've won. Well, bad luck, all sorts. You had some difficult head-to-heads there in the egg.
Yeah, you can't cash them anywhere.
It's the right answer, yes, the Confederacy. OK, Steve, first question for you then. Elected to go second. The name of which historical people is thought to translate as one who lurks in a bay or pirate? Is it Normans, Goths or Vikings?
The closest association I can think of, it may have been lurkers and pirates, would be the Vikings. So, just on that reason alone, which is not very intelligent, I'll go for Vikings.
Yeah, I think that's the reason. I mean, they're the most seaborn, aren't they, of that
Yeah.
lot? It's the right answer. Well done. Back to you, Daphne. Who did Percy Shelley describe as an old, mad, blind, despised and dying king? George III, William IV or Edward VII?
Well,
History.
We'll have Steve and Daphne, please.
Steve and Daphne playing history. OK, then, Steve, you know where to go. Could I ask you both, please, to make your way to the question room? OK, Steve, if you win this, that'll even it up in the final round for the all sorts. Would you like to go first or second?
I'd like to go second. Ladies first, please.
Daphne, your question then, it's history. The American Civil War was fought between the North and an alliance of states known by what name? Coalition, Communion or Confederacy?
that was a Confederacy.
Chris has still got the currency, hasn't he?